good, my dear? Do I look good today? Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm just another kind of girl, and you wanna see my world. So come and run away. Yeah, yeah. If you wanna play, come and play today. Let's just get away. Yeah, I will make you see all the things that you can be. Believe in yourself, come follow me. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Welcome back to episode 8 of season 11 of the CHS Pulse. I'm AVD Giovanni.
And I'm Ella Bogue, and we have an exciting episode in store for you today.
You could say that again.
You know what else you could say again? How well Coach Irv's basketball team has been doing this year.
That's right. Let's check out some highlights.
Denied.
A lot of really good players and, just trying to put them in the right spots. Just try to win as many games as we can and keep it going.
Wow, Ella, you weren't lying about the basketball team. Congrats to Coach Irv on 500 wins. That's insane. Ella? Ella, wake up!
Sorry, I got no sleep last night. I really could use a snow day tomorrow.
Well, go ask Mr. Gaba and he'll tell you if we're going to have one.
Huh? Who's Mr. Gaba?
I can't with you. Just roll the segment.
My name is Joe Gaba. I've been teaching at Chatham High School for 25 years, and I teach primarily chemistry, but I've taught biology as well. I've been predicting snow days pretty much since I started teaching here. It's just weather's kind of something that is fun for me to do and to look at. I got interested primarily in weather when I started working on my private pilot's license. So I need to check weather maps, prior to taking off and seeing what the weather's going to be for that day. I primarily used the National Weather Service and the NOAA websites for aviation. So I look at aviation weather sites, which tend to be a little bit more accurate than just your regular weather apps. Just from the education point of it, I like pulling up a weather map in front of the class and teaching how to read a weather map and kind of how to interpret what the lines mean, what the H's and L's mean, the highs and lows, what it really means to have a high or a low, and kind of just to see where the moisture is coming from. When I make a snow day prediction, I use obviously the weather maps, I use the forecast and kind of looking at where the pressure on the surface is moving. But I also know the tendency of the school district and kind of know which way they're leaning in terms of do we typically give a lot of snow days, or are we more apt to give delayed openings? So I usually just kind of rely on just the knowledge of the weather maps, but I also kind of know how Chatham has historically, granted snow days and granted delayed openings. This past storm, I thought we were only going to need about 3 inches, but it turned out to be about 5 inches. So it's kind of hit or miss when it comes to predicting how much we're going to get. My streak of predicting snow days and delayed openings has been pretty strong for probably the last 10 to 15 years. All of a sudden, when there's a threat of weather, everyone starts coming to me my basketball team's like, everyone wants to know what's it going to be. I mean, even Coach Irv came up here and he's like, my kids in class were asking, are we gonna have a snow day? Usually it's during my coaching season. I usually spend my snow days working on basketball. I'll be looking at film. It just gives me some extra time to kind of get ahead on my coaching responsibilities. There's definitely some superstitions out there that everyone enjoys doing, but they don't really affect whether we're gonna have a snow day or not. Now, I was just looking at the long-term forecast, and right now the weather looks pretty stable for the next week or so. So I'm gonna say right now, for our immediate future, we're not gonna have any snow days. Believe me, as much as students like snow days, teachers like them just as much.
Now do you realize who Mr. Gaba is?
Yeah, I've definitely seen him in the halls. It's too bad he said we won't have any snow days soon.
On the bright side, with second semester starting up, we're one semester closer to our senior year.
That's right. Ava, did you know seniors get to do an internship in the spring?
I think I heard our classmates talking about that the other day. I wonder what it entails.
The Senior Internship Program is a 4-week program. It starts May 16th and goes to June 10th. This is a program that any seniors in good academic standing that are set to graduate in June can participate in. The responsibility of the seniors is that they find an internship in an area of their interest. So whether they find that internship through networking or through speaking with me, and we have a whole catalog of different businesses and mentors who would love to host an intern in the local area. Once they secure that internship, they work with me, they get in the process, and then they're out to intern for the last 4 weeks of their academic career here at the high school. I think the benefits of the internship program are that you get to seek out an area that you're truly interested in, and then you get to sort of try it out in the real world, especially before heading off to college or any other sort of post-secondary goals. So it's just a great way to kind of dig into an interest or a passion you might have and getting to try it out in a local community that's here to really support you. If students have any questions about the program or about the process, they're welcome to reach out to me at goreilly@chatham-nj.org. Also, I'm sending out to all senior families and students the website that hosts all of this information. So should they need kind of a point of contact or a great reference, the website is a great place to start. And I'm here to help and support anybody so that they can have a really meaningful internship experience.
I'm so excited to apply for an internship.
Ella, we're still juniors.
Shoot, you're right. That's a problem.
Just a little bit. Anyways, speaking of problems, Em and I went around the halls and asked CHS what their biggest problem was.
I got 99 problems, but a ain't one. Hit me.
What is the biggest problem you're having today? It could be anything.
It's like the real feel is 1 degree out and I still got an iced drink because I just couldn't make it.
Stress.
How's it going?
Yeah.
What I should get at Gabe's during lunch. I have kind of an eye infection right now, so probably that.
My biggest problem, I'd say I'm really tired today. Didn't get a lot of sleep last night.
Me personally, I did not get enough sleep this morning.
Let's see, the biggest problem I'm having today is I got 2 hours of sleep. So.
Sir made me answer this question.
My biggest problem?
Yeah.
Being in school. Just getting through the day, I guess. I don't know, I have a lot of hard classes left.
I'd say school.
Schoolwork and raising grades before the end of the semester.
My grades.
School.
Being here. In the sim.
Yeah, being here. Probably just being at school, like they said.
I was bored in ELA class.
Maybe just school in general. My main problem is my car is currently broken, and it's a struggle trying to find rides places. So, yep. It's a big problem.
No, not me, dude. I don't have a problem today. It's my friend's birthday, Colin, but he's not here. My biggest problem is that Colin Manita is at his girlfriend's house instead of here with us. Mine is also Colin not being here today.
His mom is.
I don't have a problem this morning. I got to wake up late, so.
My biggest issue today is that I'm freezing and it's really cold outside.
So I have a lot of problems in chemistry. I don't know what I'm doing.
My biggest problem today is he took away my gym exemption. My Fortnite was taking too long to update this morning, so I couldn't get any rounds in my squad.
I spilled my water everywhere.
Forgot my protein bar for lunch today.
The pasta didn't look good today.
All over myself in art today. Either the amount of work or that I don't have a good lunch today.
I agree. I also don't have a great lunch.
Probably I didn't study for a test.
Right?
I studied for maybe 10 minutes and that's about it. That test I just failed.
Biggest problem, probably I have a calc quiz tomorrow that I don't want to study for.
I have a history test this week.
This DBQ for A push.
It's the A push test all around and my math quiz.
I have a world quiz today. Studying for ACT.
I just kind of have like a lot of tests and quizzes coming up that I need to study for.
A math test today.
My English essay.
Hungry, tired, and I have an English paper to write. I got like 2 chem tests and I got like freaking COVID, bro. Like COVID screwed me over. Dude, this is a problem. School should be either A, virtual, or B, like we should have like a week off. Like, bro, come back from Christmas break, school's optional. That's why I think I'm going home. And then literally like I come back, 3 chem tests, 2 math tests. What's going on? No more tests, bro. No more tests.
Wow, CHS sure does have a lot of problems.
Well, my biggest problem right now is that this episode is over.
Unfortunately, you would be correct, Ava.
Thank you for tuning into this week.
Make sure to watch next week's episode for the MTV Cribs edition of our CHS Art Rooms.
Bye CHS!